Hey y'all, it's Rose with Body Work with Hannah Rose, and I'm here today to share a shoulder mobility flow-ish with you. Um, this really is just a culmination of all of the little moves that have made the most impact for me um, over the last several years, and we're going to be creating better movement in your shoulders through strengthening the muscles around your shoulders first and then stretching a little bit in the process. But from what I've learned, true mobility comes when we strengthen the muscles around our joints to support the joints' function. And yes, stretch is a big part of it too. But if we just stretch, we're not going to have the same type of stability in our mobility. And for my body, when there's not stability in a joint, that looks like pain, right? So we're not necessarily looking at just stretching to mobilize. We need to strengthen to mobilize. So we are going to use a couple of props today. You can grab a blanket or a towel if you have sensitive knees, first of all. And then I'm going to be using a yoga cushion for one part of our opening. And then I have a 2-pound weight. You don't necessarily have to have a weight. It can be a water bottle full of water. It can be a yoga block, one of those heavier yoga blocks. Really anything that weighs roughly 2 pounds that you can really get your hand around and a good grip on. So yeah, that's what we're going to be using today. And so we'll go ahead and start. And we're going to, I know my feet are cut off with this angle, but my room is too small to take the camera back any further. So when I come to the floor, I'll just move you down a bit. So we're going to start with arm circles. And while it seems like a really simple movement, which for some people it is, for some people this could be a real challenge to take your arm up and around. And I want you to notice if there are any sticky spots, just breathing into those, not forcing anything, not creating any pain, just moving your upper arm bone around the socket. So this is your humerus. Upper arm is your humerus. The head of the humerus is what makes your shoulder bone, at least. And I want you to think about just like dipping ice cream in sprinkles or Oreos. Like that's what we're doing inside of the rotator cuff. We're taking that head of the humerus and moving it all around onto all sides. Good. Reverse direction. And I want you to breathe while you're doing this. Inhale and exhale down. Start to tune in to your face, to your jaw, to your eyes, your ears, your head, your forehead, and soften your throat, soften your neck, your face. Good. Other arm. Inhale, exhale. And so no cheating by moving your rib cage around. So that can look like we are not going to move the torso. We are just keeping your ribs stationary and moving your humerus, your upper arm around. Your elbow and your lower arm are just attached. But I really want you to think about moving this part of your arm while softening your face, softening your throat, your neck, your jaw. Go ahead, reverse direction. Inhale up. Exhale down. I have unusually mobile shoulders. I have something called hypermobility, which a lot of people, my gender, I guess biological gender, and yeah, a lot of people like me have hypermobility. All right. Good deal. So after those arm circles, we're going to come on down to our cushion. You can sit on a towel or a blanket. So one thing that I really just want you to make sure, the whole point of sitting on anything in yoga class is to prop your hips up. And the reason why that's important for our purposes is because we're going to be moving our rib cage around now. And if your pelvis is posteriorly tilted, which just means the hip bones are moving backward, if you're sitting on your tailbone, you're not going to get the same range as if your hip bones are sitting upright, maybe even a little more anteriorly tilted, which means forward tilted. And we're going to have better movement here. So stack your blankets, stack your pillows up as high as you need to go to get to this point with your hips. And from here, we're going to give yourself a hug. Give yourself a hug, stack your elbows, and kind of wiggle your little fingers onto your shoulder blades. And from here, I want you to glue your elbows to your chest. On the inhale, we're going to draw a big circle. Exhale with our elbows. Inhale up, exhale down. And when you inhale, can you sense your ribs and the space between your shoulder blades expanding? Good. Switch your arm position. So opposite arm on top. And this time, we're going to go in the same direction with our circles, but we're going to change our breath pattern. So we're going to exhale as we come up. Inhale. Come down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale. Expand your upper back. Exhale. Inhale. Good. Switch arms again. Glue the arms down. We're going to go in the other direction. So drawing your circle, inhale the opposite way. Exhale down. Maybe even close your eyes and make this a rhythmic movement. Using your breath as your guide. Draw your circles. Good. Reverse direction. We're going to exhale up and down. Two more big circles. Exhale, coming up and down. Inhale, down and up. Good. Shake out your shoulders. Take some shoulder rolls. Great. Then we're going to come on to all fours. If you have sensitive knees, I invite you to put a blanket underneath your knees. And from here, we're going, make sure you have your weight handy. Not using it yet, but we're going to do some rhomboid push-ups. So we're going to drop our chest between our upper arms and then press away from the floor. Hollow out your upper back. Let your head go. Inhale, drop. Exhale, press. Inhale, drop. Exhale, press. And when you drop down, I encourage you, just let your belly drop down. Just really let it hang out. 2 more, drop down. Press away. Inhale, drop down. And press away. Good. Come onto your forearms. And find the position of your lower arms and your wrists and hands that feels the most stable. So I want you to really be able to press down with your elbows. You can have all 10 fingers spread out. You can interlace your fingers, whichever one feels better. From here, this time we're going to exhale, drop your chest between your upper arms, exhale. On the inhale, press into your forearms and elbows, inhale into your upper back. Exhale, drop down. Good, do this a few times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Good. So, going to go into our little trapezius engagement, which is this really gnarly, awesome back muscle that has 4 heads, which means it attaches in 4 different places. It spreads out all over your upper back, mid back, and attaches to your hip bones too. But we're going to be engaging the lowest part of it, and it's underneath your, well, it helps with scapular movement in some very awesome ways that I'm not going to get into right now. But to engage that guy, we're going to take your hand out 45 degrees from your shoulder. This is straight out from the shoulder, 45 degrees. You're going to have your thumb up, facing up. Your pinky's going to tap down. Inhale, lift to shoulder height while you're gazing toward the floor. Chin is tucked. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Very simple movement. Inhale, lift. You might be able to feel your shoulder blade kind of tilting up as you do this. You do not need to lift your hand any higher than shoulder height. Really important to gaze down toward the ground and press out through your standing hand. Other side. 45 degrees. Inhale. Exhale, tap. Inhale. Exhale, tap. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale, tap. Good. Grab your weight. If you want to challenge, we're going to do that one more time, 5 times on each side. Try out your weight. If you didn't feel anything, you will feel it now. Inhale, up to 45 degrees, pinky side down and down. Thumb is up, pinky's down. 3, 4, 5. Good. Other side. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. Exhale. 4, 5. Good. One more movement for your shoulder blade mobility. Hands come back underneath your shoulders. This time we're just going to reach our fingers out. Have all 5 fingers down. Going to inhale, lift your hand up. Arm comes straight out from the shoulder. And then tap fingertips down. Come right back up and down. See if you can feel your shoulder blade moving toward your spine. Gaze is toward the ground. Make sure you're not hanging your head. I want you to keep your neck long in the back, so that's going to require you to tuck your chin a little bit and have the pretend fairies pull your ears up towards the sky. 2 more. Good. Other side. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Two more. And guess what's next? Weights. So, coming back into all fours. Inhale, lift with fingers toward the floor, back of your hand toward the ceiling and down. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Other side. Arm comes straight out from your shoulder, gaze toward the floor for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Woo. Hopefully you feel those shoulder blades, your shoulders now. I'm going to stretch out your neck before I let you go. So take your fingertips out to one side, ear to the opposite shoulder from the fingertips that you're reaching. And you might get a good stretch there. And we're just going to rotate, breathing. Rotate the chin down, rotate the chin up. Till you find that sweet spot. You can keep rotating up and down if you'd like, or you can hang out in one spot that feels nice. Keep reaching with your fingertips. Good. And keeping your ear to shoulder, reach out with your arm now. Take your fingertips up. And down. Flip fingers up and down. Again, finding that sweet spot with your neck. For me, I'm getting the best stretch on this side with my chin toward the floor. Good. Opposite ear, opposite shoulder. Reach out with the opposite fingertips. Reach, reach, reach. And start rotating the chin down and up. Softening again your throat, your jaw, your face, your eyes. Using your breath to open any holding in your neck. Let your belly move with your breath. Don't hold it in. Take your fingertips up toward the ceiling. Press out through your palm and down, up and down. Find the sweet spot position with your neck and chin. Take one more big breath. And then shake out your hands, shake out your arms. Good. And take a moment just to sit with yourself and sense the change that's happened, sense the quality of how you're breathing, what it feels like to breathe in this body right here, right now. Maybe you feel a little lighter, like the weight of the world isn't quite as heavy on your shoulders. Thank you all so much for being here with me. And if you have any questions about anything we did, or you'd like to see some expanding on some of the moves, let me know. Have a good day.